Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Officials from the Grand Bahama Power Company break down the cause behind recent island-wide blackouts. Downtown Freeport business leaders look at fresh strategies to boost commerce in the city center. And a Grand Bahamian beauty takes a national crown. Malik Bow named Miss Universe Bahamas 2025.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Thanks so much for tuning in. A generation shortfall occurring with the Grand Bahama Power Company this past Friday, leaving many residents concerned with the possibility of load shedding returning as the summer months roll in. But today, the Grand Bahama Power Company offers an explanation into what transpired over the weekend. Our Shane Stubbs spoke with the energy transformation leader and filed this report.
Some residents experiencing a sense of deja vu as pockets of load shedding swept across parts of the island this past Friday. But while concerns of a repeat of last summer's widespread summer blackouts are beginning to surface, Energy Transformation lead Nielsen Beneby is easing those fears, saying that this weekend's power outages was simply due to a temporary generation shortfall and not a long-term issue.
Friday in the early evening, we had a lightning strike that hit one of our transmission lines. That constrained our ability to transmit energy across the grid, and consequently we lost two of our large generating units. Late Friday evening, we were able to return one of those units to service, but that was the cause of us having to do load sharing Friday evening into the early hours of the night.
By Saturday, Beneby says crews were able to restore Unit 32, which aided in their generation capacity to meet the demand for the island.
So the disruptions on Saturday night were far less than those on Friday night, and into Sunday there was no load sharing that occurred.
But while the outages posed as an inconvenience, Beneby says there was a silver lining in comparison to previous times.
In previous years, we might have suffered a blackout as a result of lightning. When the lightning struck the transmission line, because of the protection systems we have in place, that isolated that line. We were able to keep a continuity of supply even in that lightning event. So we are very proud of that, and we will continue to just ensure that these protection systems work.
Our current capital maintenance is ongoing with some of the GBPC's generating units to ensure readiness for the summer demand. While challenges will always loom, Beneby says there is no major cause for concern, but should the need arise, proper communication will be relayed to the public.
We just continue to work through our maintenance program to make sure units are available, and if we do realize that we are in a tight generation position, then we have the ability to source additional generation. There's nothing that we can foresee right now that will hinder our ability to supply the energy needs of the island.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Well, the Downtown Freeport Business Association has shifted into gear, focused on introducing more activities and attracting more bodies to the area. While they do that, though, there are also concerns stakeholders hope to see addressed. Cleopatra Murphy has more.
Its purpose is to advocate for businesses in the downtown area, while also undertaking new initiatives to promote the continued revival of the once popular shopping hub. As one of its first initiatives, board members of the Downtown Freeport Business Association were accompanied on a walkabout by officials from the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Chamber of Commerce, and Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, Thursday, in what GBPA Chief Investment Officer Derek Newbold says is a show of support for the body's vision.
We're walking around just sort of taking stock of progress, seeing how downtown has actually progressed, but also taking note of some of the challenges and some of the issues downtown, and then collectively coming together to see how best we can address those issues.
One of the primary concerns of those businesses, as officials visited door to door, is safety and expanded police presence, something Ware says police are committed to.
Our main trust is the maintenance of law and order, and we have a presence in the downtown area, and we would continue to have that presence. So we are here to work with the business communities, and we support them in their initiative, and we will be here to make sure law and order is maintained.
Coupled with safety concerns, President of the Downtown Freeport Business Association, Ghassan Haddad, says the walkabout is also to apprise store owners of its plans for the next year, with cultural events and activities lined up every month to increase foot traffic in the area.
We want everybody to be on board with us because 15 members of us cannot do it by themselves. We need help from the community. We need help from the businesses. We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it for everyone. And if we succeed, we all succeed, and if we fail, we all fail.
Moxie says her ministry will be working hand in hand with the association to achieve its goals, while GBPA Director Rupert Hayward extended his full backing, as he says small and medium-sized businesses are the lifeblood of the economy.
A lot has been happening, but we know that so much more will happen, and so, all hands on deck. And the Ministry for Grand Bahama is collaborating with the Downtown Freeport Business Association to ensure that downtown stays alive.
It's great to see all of these wonderful people coming together to breathe life back into the next iteration of Grand Bahama's regeneration and rejuvenation.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
In news from Belize on Grand Bahama, officers attached to the anti-gang and firearm unit are busy searching for Sheldon Shannon Don Bethel, alias Shelly of 279 Jackfish Street, Carroll Beach. Police need to question him in connection with possession of an unlicensed firearm and of dangerous drugs with intent to supply. Bethel, 19, stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds, slim build and light brown complexion. He wears his black hair in a dreadlocked style. If you spot him, approach with extreme caution, as he is considered to be armed and dangerous. Dial police emergency at 911, National Crime Prevention Office at 302-8430 or 1, Crime Stoppers at 352-1919, 350-3106 or 9, and Family Islanders can dial 300-8476. Following recent fire outbreaks across the northern Bahamas, health experts are raising alarms about the dangers of smoke inhalation. Romiko Knowles reports.
It's just spreading throughout the community, and they're not aware of how much smoke they're actually inhaling.
With the amount of large brush fires that have been ablaze in places like Grand Bahama and Abaco, respiratory therapist Britley Edwards is sounding the alarm and warning of the danger involved in smoke inhalation.
The most scary part for me was thinking about persons who would have made the decision to go to sleep. Because oftentimes when you do go to sleep, if the smoke is just spreading throughout the community, and they're not aware of how much smoke.
Then it's a break, right?
And then bring it back, right?
Following recent fire outbreaks across the northern Bahamas, health experts are raising alarms about the dangers of smoke inhalation. Romiko Knowles reports.
The smoke is just spreading throughout the community, and they're not aware of how much smoke they're actually inhaling.
With the amount of large brush fires that have been ablaze in places like Grand Bahama and Abaco, respiratory therapist Britley Edwards is sounding the alarm and warning of the danger involved in smoke inhalation.
The most scary part for me was thinking about persons who would have made the decision to go to sleep. Because oftentimes when you do go to sleep, if the smoke inhalation is really so severe, God forbid, you may not even wake up.
Chest tightness, coughing, mucus production, headaches, and sweating are all common symptoms associated with smoke inhalation or carbon monoxide poisoning. These symptoms can be experienced within the first 12 hours of exposure and can sneak up on you if not carefully monitored, according to Edwards.
It comes in through the nostrils, the nasal cavity, goes throughout the lungs, and that air is also absorbed through the blood. And that toxic bloodstream is now getting to all of your organs because your heart is always beating, supposed to be pure oxygenized blood, and that can go to the brain.
If you're experiencing these symptoms and choose not to go into an urgent care center, the respiratory specialist shares other methods you can take.
Salt air is perfect for the lungs. And so that's why I recommended very, very early on just getting out to the beach, getting to that fresh area, that atmosphere. Make it a fun day with the family and just do some deep breathing.
Additionally, there is also a home remedy that she recommends.
Steaming, boiling some hot water, putting it into a bowl. You can add lemon, eucalyptus oil, or even just, a little small teaspoon of Vicks Vapor Rub, mix it in the water and get a towel. You'll put that over your head and you'll steam.
She came, she conquered, and now she's been crowned. Grand Bahama's very own Malik Bow has officially been crowned Miss Universe Bahamas 2025 following a spectacular grand finale held Sunday night in the nation's capital. The newly crowned queen will go on to represent the Bahamas on the international stage at the upcoming 74th Miss Universe 2025 pageant set to take place in Thailand later this year.
I can probably imagine. It feels absolutely amazing. It feels like everything that I've been working towards, all the hard work, all the long sleepless nights, all the stress, everything definitely picked up. And I'm excited for the opportunity to get to go to Thailand to represent the Bahamas and to just do my best to also go out into the community and do more work with the younger kids.
But it wasn't just a victory for Malik. Fellow Grand Bahamian Beyonce Forbes proudly walked away as first runner-up, solidifying Grand Bahama's undeniable presence and power in this year's national competition. The Minister for Grand Bahama took to social media to extend heartfelt congratulations to both women, praising them for their grace, elegance, and poise, and noting that they've made the entire island and nation extremely proud. Two young women, one island, and a moment in history Grand Bahama will never forget.
And still to come.
The Grand Bahama Resilience Center celebrates 5 years of service with its annual Angel Mixer, honoring those who helped shape its journey.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country, pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
They're back. The night before, a play by S.L. Shepard at the Regency Theater, May 30th and 31st. Lies, betrayal, and deception. It's all in the family. Don't miss the first annual Home and Hardware Expo, Saturday, June 7th at Pelican Bay from 2 to 6 p.m. Enjoy free exhibits, giveaways, and expert demos, plus an $150 short-term rental session at 3. Call 352-6126 for more details. Be a hero at the 3rd annual Gift of Life Blood Drive. Join the Ministry for Grand Bahama on Saturday, May 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Collab Unit Harold de Gregory Building. Call 350-6700 extension 4687 for more information. Come and be blessed at the New Life Worship Center in Freeport, Grand Bahama, where Bishop Simeon Ouden is the senior pastor. Services are on Sunday at 9 a.m. and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Come and experience a time of praise and worship in the Word.
His prophetic voice is heard internationally and globally.
Can I prophesy over your life? As you are serving God in this season, any reward connected to kingdom service, receive it.
Now he's coming to Grand Bahama. Prophet Osborne Blankson Edham, all the way from Ghana, Africa, will be ministering at the School of the Prophetic Ministry Hospital this Sunday, May 25th at 11 a.m. and Monday, May 26th at 7:30 p.m. Prophet Osborne Blankson Edham, all the way from Ghana, Africa, at the School of Prophetic Ministry. Come and be blessed.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. A special black tie affair donned the Pelican Bay Hotel as the Grand Bahama Resilience Center hosted its 5th annual Angel Mixer, honoring those who have made significant contribution to the center's growth. Our Matthew Martinborough shares more details in this report.
Proudly sported, sharp three-piece suits and elegantly flared dresses crowded the Pelican Bay Hotel as the Grand Bahama Resilience Center hosts its 5th annual Angel Mixer. The event aims to celebrate the many figures who have made significant and consistent contributions to the center's growth and its reach, continuing to aid in the mental health struggles of Grand Bahamians since its inception. Mistress of Ceremonies for the night and a sponsor of the center, Karen Ferguson Bain, took time to acknowledge the near 20 honorees, extending a heartfelt thank you to them.
You are all angels in your own right, and please never forget it. So sometimes we know that you have to hide your wings underneath your jackets, or for the ladies, underneath your dresses or your blouses. But remember, whenever you have to expand those wings, make sure that you're covering persons in love and in unity.
Special guest keynote speaker for the affair was First Lady of the Bahamas, Anne-Marie Davis, as she professed the pride she has for the center since she first toured the endeavor in 2019.
Here I am still with you, making sure that things go well. And I'm so proud to see that it is still powering on, I must say.
The First Lady adds the center cannot do it alone, inviting those on the outside to make an effort and contributions to the center in any appropriate capacity.
People that we know on the outside, we can convince them and tell them about the significant impact that they can have on the lives of people in need, and by promoting the empathy and the support within the community. Once they understand that we are building a community and that their contribution matters and that we have to build communities because that is what our nation is about.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
The upper level of Hugh Campbell Primary School recently showcasing their creative and scientific abilities during their science fair. The students worked hard over the Easter break, carefully crafting solar systems, volcanoes, simple pull machines, and seed germination projects. As the future begins to revolve around science and technology, Vice Principal Diana Harvey and 5th grade coordinator Jonica Coakley says the students showed a keen understanding of the task at hand.
We want children to be confident in their creation and be able to talk and express themselves about it. We also want to foster critical thinking and scientific inquiry. Everything right now is technology and STEM. And so we want students to know that, okay, you can do a project and, persons can appreciate it and you can talk about it and love what you do.
I was very pleased with what came in. I was certainly surprised the day that it was due. I was greeted with a room full of beautiful projects. It was excellent.
The students were extremely excited about their projects. 6th grader Imari Knowles and 4th grader Taylor Carey shares on the fun parts of creating their projects.
In order to erupt, it has to put food coloring and vinegar so that when the vinegar collides with the baking powder, it explodes.
My project is about seed germination, and we have steps for you to grow your own seeds, and we have questions on the side. I learned that you can make your own seeds by just soil, water, sunlight, and a little bit of love.
It is now time for your Health is Wealth Monday tip.
Lupus is a long-lasting inflammatory disease that occurs when the body's immune system attacks its own tissues and organs. Although women with lupus have a greater chance of experiencing pregnancy complications, most women can safely become pregnant and have babies who are healthy. Some problems that can occur during pregnancy that you should be aware of are lupus flares, hypertension complications, miscarriages, and preterm delivery. If you are thinking about pregnancy, it's important that you ensure that your lupus is under control. Review medications with your doctor, as some of them may not be safe to take during pregnancy, and choose an obstetrician who's an expert in managing high-risk pregnancies. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
And now to look at stories making news. Jay, what's happening in sports?
What's happening in sports? We're headed to the West for the basic basketball and 8-mile invitational tournament, Yolanda.
All right, sports is up next, but first a check on your local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
This June 15th, get ready for a powerful night of praise and celebration as the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, in partnership with New Life Worship Center, presents a musical concert honoring 10 fathers and celebrating ZNS 89 years of excellence. It's a moment of music, memories, and legacy. More information to follow. Stay tuned.
His prophetic voice is heard internationally and globally.
Can I prophesy over your life? As you are serving God in this season, any reward connected to kingdom service, receive it.
Now he's coming to Grand Bahama. Prophet Osborne Blankson Edham, all the way from Ghana, Africa, will be ministering at the School of the Prophetic Ministry Hospital this Sunday, May 25th at 11 a.m. and Monday, May 26th at 7:30 p.m. Prophet Osbert Blankston Eham, all the way from Ghana, Africa, at the School of Prophetic Ministry. Come and be blessed.
Join us for City in Motion, your inside look at the people, progress, and possibilities shaping the city of Freeport. Each week, we bring you the stories behind the movement. Highlighting how the Grand Bahama Port Authority is leading with purpose.
Our desire is to connect Bahamians with the opportunities that's right in front of them.
This is City in Motion.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Super P, the entertainer from TCI. I'm stopping by to tell you about the second annual Come Go With Me Best of the Best Music Festival happening in the Turks and Caicos Islands on June 7th, 2025 at the Grace Bay Marketplace. If you haven't as yet, get your tickets, get your flights, and meet me in Turks and Caicos Islands because this is about to be a real big movie. Let's go to Turks and Caicos.
This time I'm on a one-way.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports Top and Sports Basic Basketball Memorial Basketball Tournament, wrapped up on the weekend at the 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium. It was the first international tournament put on by Coach Gary McIntosh and his team since the 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium was renovated.
There's a lot of talent here in 8 Mile Rock, and a lot of talent have come through basic basketball. You know, I sit and I talk to many young people that is doing very good, you know, in basic basketball. This is the first of many. And the coach, DR, I know him very well, and we're going to continue building on this.
They learn different styles of plays. They learn different styles of competition. It's more competitive. They learn, you know, just learning how to find that grit, find that grind, and just pushing themselves to be better players.
A tournament as such with bringing in foreign teams, it shows our locals competition elsewhere.
Next in sports, Grand Bahamian baseball prospect Danny Grant wrapped up his senior year in high school playing at Tallulah Falls in Georgia, signed to now play his college ball at Southern Georgia State College on a baseball scholarship. Grant won the Legacy Award for breaking and establishing new school records in batting, stolen bases, and runs scored. He was also the Region 8A Georgia Player of the Year during his junior year. And finally in sports, caught some Grand Bahama Little League Baseball Championships on the weekend. In 10U played Bahama Rock Red Sox defeated MSC Shippers 14-9 to lead that series 1-0. And in 12U action, the Silver Line Builders got the win against the Tigers 18-7 to win that series in a sweep. Ladies and gents, that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
His prophetic voice is heard internationally and globally.
Can I prophesy over your life? As you are serving God in this season, any reward connected to kingdom service, receive it.
Now he's coming to Grand Bahama. Prophet Osborne Blankson Edham, all the way from Ghana, Africa, will be ministering at the School of the Prophetic Ministry Hospital this Sunday, May 25th at 11 a.m. and Monday, May 26th at 7:30 p.m. Prophet Osborne Blankson Edham, all the way from Ghana, Africa, at the School of Prophetic Ministry. Come and be blessed.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Hi, this is me, KB.
This is Sweet Emily.
It's your boy D-Mark.
This your boy Jack. This your girl Nishi Al-As.
It's TCI Most Wanted DJ Shakes. It's me now, Funky D.
It's your girl Jama.
This is Corey Forbes. This is Wilfred Solomon.
It's your boy Puzzle Man.
It's your boy Shad Gawley from Shad Gawley and the VIPs.
It's your boy Young Squad.
This is the Ancient Man.
It's your boy Frontier, representative for the Provision Band Boys. It's your boy Mikey.
Spread, Bopper Johnson, Alroy.
This your boy Shine 242 inviting you to come go with me.
Best of the best music and jazz festival.
Featuring the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands' best artists.
Come go with me.
Right down there in Provo.
In the Turks and Caicos TCI. Listen,
June 5th to June 9th.
We going down Turks and Caicos
at the Grace Bay Market.
You ask who's the host? It's the host with the most, Super P the Entertainer. Gates open at 9 p.m. and showtime is 10:30 sharp. Tickets are $75 general, $150 VIP. Now I know you all like your skyboxes and your VIP tables, so make sure you contact Jason Francis at...
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm a survey enumerator with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute, or BNSI. For the next few months, we will be conducting the Household Expenditure Survey on various islands.
You might be wondering, why is this survey important? Well, it helps us to determine the poverty line and assess how to ensure everyone has access to the basic services they need. This information is used by the government, businesses, researchers, and students to make informed decisions and plan for the future. We know that your time is valuable, which is why we've made the survey as simple and easy as possible. And don't worry, all your information you provide is confidential.
Your participation will help us gather accurate information that will benefit everyone in the Bahamas. Thank you for your cooperation and being a part of shaping the future of the Bahamas.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Yolanda Thompson-Everest.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight, coming your way next.
This news is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, all's not well on the labor front, and there's every indication this could impact how things shape up for the upcoming Labor Day parade. We have the details of what's behind the tension. Also, critical shortfalls in human rights. Hear what local parliamentarians suggest be done to right the wrongs. And it all came tumbling down. AML's Old Trail stores reduced to rubble. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight. Labor unions, political parties, and other organizations. The Labor Day Parade, traditionally a big deal here in the Bahamas, but this year's June 6th event is expected to look a bit different, and it has everything to do with a leading trade union raising alarm over unresolved labor disputes and the government's alleged inaction. Our West Alex Forbes starts us off tonight.
We will not be on any march
this year.
The umbrella union will not participate in the upcoming Labor Day parade. And here's what's behind the standoff.
How could a minister issue a strike certificate or entertain a trade dispute when against herself?
Ferguson further criticized the lack of progress after 3 years of talk with the Minister of Labor, Minister Pia Glover-Roll, claiming no significant union has seen results from the government intervention. He also slams the current minimum wage, saying,
If I go for dinner tonight and the dinner costs $500 something, you tell me, how you gonna tell me $260 is adequate for a family of four?
With Labor Day fast approaching June 6, the TUC says it will not join the traditional march, citing it's political. Instead, it will focus on advocating for workers' rights.
We're not going to be involved with something that is political. Let them join us. Become workers.
The TUC remains firm in its call for fair wages and accountability from the Bahamian government. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
Now, according to Labor Minister, the Honorable Pia Glover-Roll, labor relations in the Bahamas are stable, adding that she's pleased with the progress her ministry is making and that big things will be announced in the upcoming budget. Well, in other news tonight, the countdown is on to the second annual Bahamas Business and Investment Forum this week in New York City. The forum taking place amid growing interest in investment opportunities here in the country, and organizers are hoping to capitalize on just this. Our Corvell Pyfrom is here with a preview of the two-day event. Corvell?
A year ago at this very event, it was Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper at the time who told attendees that the Bahamas is open for business. Well, following the highly successful launch of that inaugural event a year ago in Washington, D.C., Bahamian Ambassador to the U.S., Wendell Jones, and his team are hard at work putting the finishing touches on this year's Bahamas Business and Investments Forum, set to take place in New York City.
To talk about real estate development, to talk about public-private partnerships, to talk about the financial services sector. And so we have invited a number of business leaders in the Bahamas, along with other members of the government, to come to New York to meet and to talk about our wonderful country.
There will be panel discussions on a number of topics that dive deeper into investment and business opportunities across a wide range of sectors. Interest in the forum for potential investors is encouraging, says Ambassador Jones.
We have done a very good job, I think, in advertising this forum, and quite a number of investors or potential investors, people in the financial services sector, businessmen in the United States from a number of states have registered already to participate in the forum. And so we expect in excess of 200 or so potential investors to be attending this forum.
And the recent purchase of the Grand Lucayan Resort on Freeport, the ambassador says, offers proof that interest in the Bahamas is high. He hopes to build off that momentum at this week's forum.
The Bahamas is hot right now in the international community in terms of tourism, and we believe that the climate exists for foreign direct investment.
Again, that forum gets underway this coming Thursday. Prime Minister Davis is expected to deliver the keynote address. Reporting live, I'm Corvell Pyfrom. Back to you in studio.
Well, thanks, Corvell. Now, we can tell you that full coverage of the forum's opening ceremony will be carried live on the ZNS News Network. Well, back here at home, the government's polishing off its 2025-2026 budget with the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance to present the communication in the House of Assembly on Wednesday. Now, while the details of that proposed fiscal plan has remained a closely guarded secret, Director of Communications, Latrey Ramming, has told the media it will include a lot of firsts. Economic Affairs Minister, Senator the Honorable Michael Alquitas, however, revealed a little bit more.
He will share some information on the financial performance of the government over the past year. He will give an update on how far we have come in terms of our medium-term plan to correct the public finances. And then he will give some forecasts on what we expect to happen over the coming year. Also in this presentation will be a report card, so to speak, on how we have performed against what we projected last year. And so I think, the public will be informed that, we are roughly on target with our projections. And he will give some update on some new initiatives that the government is doing. And as well, new incentives, new, goodies, like we like to call it in budget talk. But basically, he will give an update on how we performed, how we're projecting performance for the upcoming year.
Well, again, the budget communication takes place in the House of Assembly this Wednesday. Well, after 5 months of meeting nearly every week, the Parliamentary Human Rights Committee is sharing its initial findings with the public. Felicity Darville has all the details in this next report.
The Parliamentary Human Rights Committee is prioritizing the establishment of the Commission and Secretariat from the Protection Against Violence Act. They plan to address public misinformation surrounding CEDAW, the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. Senator Michael Barnett Ellis said that of priority for the committee is accessibility and mobility for people with disabilities, providing healthcare access for vulnerable groups, and increasing Family Island inclusion.
We will strive to be bold in our commitment and clear in our mission. The work of this committee must reflect the diversity of our people and the equality of their worth, no matter what island they call home.
Minister Pia Glover-Roll adds that they will be addressing severe staff shortages in providing social services.
There is a severe shortage of trained human resources across our social services landscape. In response, the committee will recommend key interventions to support recruitment and training of additional social workers and crisis specialists to manage the growing demand for family support and intervention services.
The committee is also reviewing existing legislation, including the Ombudsman Act, the Protection and Care of Older Persons Bill, and the Education Act. They're also advising the implementation of a national identity card. Dr. Aricia Hepburn Forbes said that they want to accelerate the completion of the National Development Plan and establish formal protocols for information sharing.
A lot of our organization operates in silos, and in order to ensure that we have continuous information sharing, to break down some of those silos, the goal is to establish formal protocols, maybe committees and other working groups.
Across political divides, members of the Parliamentary Human Rights Committee are putting differences aside to find common ground on the fundamental human rights that should be equally guaranteed to all Bahamians. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Coming up, the first phase of AML Foods starting afresh following last month's fire. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. That and more news in a moment.
If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country, pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse, the people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
KFC is giving you more to love with our KFC Bucket Meal with large size. Get the KFC Family Bucket featuring 8 pieces of juicy chicken, family fries, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4. A KFC Deluxe Bucket with 10 pieces of delicious chicken, 2 larger sides, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4 to 6. Or a KFC Party Bucket with 15 pieces of our chicken, 3 larger sides, and 6 biscuits that feeds 6. And we'll handle the dishes, plates, and utensils included, so you can lick your fingers and reach. KFC knows value, and it's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Get ready to learn all about digital payments and embrace the future of finance. Ditch the old and say hello to new, faster, and safer ways to pay. Join us next week. Check in with your personal bank, credit union, or digital wallet provider to learn everything you need to know about going digital. To learn more, visit us online at livedigitalbahamas.com and on social media. The future of pay is digital. See you next week.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
You're saying that a growing number of Bahamians are abandoning their parents. Put your hands up. Let me see if you all agree. Look at that.
My son is living, but there's a reason why I don't see him. I found that Demetrius' home is love.
Join host Debbie Bartlett as we take social services to the people by overthrowing the pain and neglect of our country's darlings with love and respect. Tune in this Monday at 9:30 p.m. on ZNS Television for Episode 3 of Taking Social Services to the People. Social services, the heartbeat of the nation.
Portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
You're looking at a shot there of the Nassau Cruise Port where millions of tourists disembark to get a taste of the Bahamas. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Neville Smith. Welcome back. The Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Davis, is tonight defending his administration's efforts to slash net imports, and this in the wake of the Bahamas National Statistical Institute disclosing an 18% increase in imports, totaling some $4.9 billion worth of goods. Well, Davis says while the government is working feverishly to cut down that bill in an effort to push the country to become more self-sufficient, he counters that the increase in imports could very well be a positive sign.
Well, we're doing as much as we can. You have to look at you got to look where that increase is. We are still a consumptive society. The fact that the increase of imports are up speaks to how well the economy is doing. If we need to import more, it means that we need more. We need more. Why? Because the economy is working and people are working, and that's what we need.
Meantime, the government today entering a $35 million public-private partnership with Bahamian company Sustainable Technology and Indian Urban Kisan to create 5 hydroponic farms throughout the Bahamas with the hope of putting a dent in the country's food import bill. Now, according to Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honourable Jomo Campbell, the farms are expected to increase the cultivation of leafy greens, herbs, tomatoes, and even okras on 5 islands, namely New Providence, Grand Bahama, Abaco, Andros, and Cat Island. Campbell says the government is set to invest $2.2 million into the phased project.
This partnership will be completed in 4 phases. Phase 1 will involve the necessary permits and financing. Phase 2 will involve manufacturing, logistics, construction, and installation, as the project will take place on 5 islands, namely New Providence, Grand Bahama, Andros, Abaco, and of course, Cat Island. Phase 3 of the project is a transitional phase. As the project progresses, the focus will shift towards knowledge transfer and capacity building.
The final phase, he says, will be the complete handing over of ownership to the Bahamian government. Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Davis, says this shift to embrace technology in farming also aids in environmental sustainability.
Our country The Bahamas is an ocean state. We are one of the most vulnerable countries in the world to the effects of climate change. And so has been our effort to ensure that we lead the way by embracing technology and innovation that will ensure that our carbon footprint is lessened in the world and around the world. And so again, this initiative lessens our carbon footprint. I was surprised to learn over the last couple of years what impact farming has on our climate because of the manner in which we farm, because of the products used in farming, like pesticides.
Well, 6 weeks after a massive fire tore through the Solomons and Cartwright stores, as well as a nearby complex housing several government offices, those stores began coming down today. The first phase of demolition exercises getting underway at the East-West Highway site just this morning. Parts of the 80,000 square feet complex that once housed the two Abaco Markets Limited stores now just a pile of tangled metal. These exercises are expected to go on for several weeks. The cause of that April 14th blaze, meantime, is still unknown. Stay with us on The Beat is after the break.
You buy full call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
What you doing this? I'm getting ready for this heat, boy. But you want to see what's in this box? The ghost pepper chicken sandwich, boy. Get an apple pie, fries, and ghost pepper chicken wing. See it? You look at me? Four. Yeah, boy.
Try our new ghost pepper chicken box today. Available for a limited time only.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community, also help with the education of our kids in this community, and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on the live?
Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive Fiber services when you port your landline.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm a survey enumerator with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute, or BNSI. For the next few months, we will be conducting the Household Expenditure Survey on various islands.
You might be wondering, why is this survey important? Well, it helps us to determine the poverty line and assess how to ensure everyone has access to the basic services they need. This information is used by the government, businesses, researchers, and students to make informed decisions and plan for the future. We know that your time is valuable, which is why we've made the survey as simple and easy as possible. And don't worry, all your information you provide is confidential.
Your participation will help us gather accurate information that will benefit everyone in the Bahamas. Thank you for your cooperation and being a part of shaping the future of the Bahamas.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
The need for local healthcare professionals, an ongoing issue. What's comforting, though, is the introduction of a nursing program, as our Danielle Dean tells us in this next report.
The Bahamas Baptist University and College has raised the bar. As of Monday, May 26th, enrollees can earn an Associate of Science degree in Health Sciences with a certificate in Licensed Practical Nursing. This a long-awaited bridge program that gives these students the ability to enter the registered nurse program and finish in 3 years instead of 4.5.
The Bachelor of Pharmacy, a 2+2 professional program that prepares our students to become homegrown pharmacists that would lead in medication preparation and regulation in this country. Awaiting NACOB and Consul approvals are an additional first for this nation.
Professor Dr. Teresa Adderley-Smith, president of BBUC, a healthcare professional and registered nurse herself, proudly announcing that a number of students will receive government scholarships and a stipend. Today, the Jane Street campus hosted guests of religious, healthcare, and political affiliations, including Health Minister, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville.
Today's official launch of our licensed practical nursing program, our associate degree in informatics, and our bachelor's degree in pharmacy, all here at Baptist University College, is both historic and strategic. Historic because this is the time that the country needs tertiary institution to partner with the Ministry of Health. Strategic because it comes at a time when human resources, complements in the country, is facing significant shortage at both our clinics and hospitals.
Referencing complaints about the healthcare industry outsourcing from other countries, Darville added it's nearly impossible not to when Bahamian nurses are also outsourced by other countries. It's a matter of keeping up with the healthcare demand in the country. The minister and college president cut the ribbon to a new facility.
We've entered our simulation lab. It's a 3-bed simulation lab where we have our mannequins, all of our training supplies and equipment that would enable our students to come in and get real life practical training. We are also building out our 6,000 square feet simulation lab that's about 4 doors down on Jane Street.
Courtesy of the 38 nurses and 33 pharmacists in training, the future of the healthcare industry is looking bright. With Health Matters for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, thanks, Danielle. We're now going to toss it over to LaDon and Marlena for a sneak peek of Access Now.
Well, Makusla, we didn't get all glammed up for the cancer ball this Saturday, but we're told that it was quite a hit, right, Marlena?
Yeah, I've seen some of the pictures online. Absolutely amazing. It wasn't us this year, but I think we're going to get the theme nice and early next year. We can show them.
We can put in our orders now for our dresses and stuff.
We will do our homework.
Yes, be very proactive about it. Stay with us. The National Report is back after the break.
Diet-friendly special.
We're all in this boat together. It takes a team to do it. It doesn't take one person or 3 people, 5 people. It takes a team of people to pull this thing off.
We have about 72 employees in Freeport, and the rest are in Nassau, Abelkona, Luthra, a total of over 165.
A lot of people are not aware that SANS is brewed here in the Bahamas. It's made, it's produced here in Grand Bahama Island after Dorian, and especially during the pandemic. Every time I saw a bottle of beer, every time I saw a SANS product, it represented resilience.
The only thing I can say to Bahamian people is to support your own.
All of us are in this boat together, our staff, the country, everyone. And we've been through a lot of rough patches, taking on water, bail the water out, and now it's time to be sailing forward. And we need everyone's support to make that happen.
Oh, this ain't making no sense, man. How people making it out there, Dre?
If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you gotta learn how to budget. First, write down all of your income. Then, list out all of your expenses. And don't forget to save. Stop throwing away money. Put something aside for savings. And get this, government savings bonds can safely grow your money. So start budgeting, save your coins, and invest smart. Financial independence, wait. Financial independence, wait. Learn how to invest in government savings bonds on the Central Bank of the Bahamas website.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.